Good morning, everyone. I Nivedita from St. Francis Xavier School. Today, we are going to continue with the same topic, that is types of continuous series, with the next point, simple and cumulative series. What do you mean by simple frequency series? A kind of series in which each class is represented individually, means you are getting the frequency for all the class intervals in the opposite form. It is also known as non-cumulative series. Reason? Because this is a kind of exclusive series where there will be no change in the frequencies. In the form you are getting the frequencies, in the same form we will use it for the questions. When we will get the questions for the solving form, to solve that question we will use these frequencies in the same form. Next is cumulative frequency series, which is different. In this kind of series, frequencies of the class intervals are aggregated, means it shows the summation of the frequencies. These are formed by adding successive or preceding frequencies in the groups. Now, in which form we will do the successive frequencies addition, or in which form we will do the addition of the preceding frequencies? So there are two types. The first is less than cumulative frequency. Second one is more than cumulative frequency series. First we will start with the less than cumulative frequency series. What it means? In case of less than cumulative frequency series, children, you people will always get cumulative frequency series. It means where you are getting the summation of the above frequencies. Clear? So this is an example. Take it, this is an example. Like X data you are getting in the form of less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, and so on. And the opposite cumulative frequencies are given in the question. Whenever we will solve this question, or you are going to find the value of mean, median, we have to convert this data first of all in proper form. Means corrected x we need to find out and corrected frequencies we need to find. Now how to find corrected frequencies and how we will get this corrected x, that how we will get correct class intervals. The first value is given as less than 10 and the second one is less than 20. So how we will make these class intervals? First of all, the first step is find out the gap between these two values, that is 10 and 20. What is the gap? It is equal to 10. It means the first class interval which we will write will get the gap or the range or width you can see is equal to 10. So what we should write, 0 to 10 or 1 to 10? If I will write 1 to 10, it will show the gap of 9. But if I will write 0 to 10, it will show the gap of 10. So what we will write? 0 to 10. And likewise, next is less than 20. Less than 20 means if we are getting the gap of 10, it means all the class intervals we will write getting the gap of, or the width or the range you can say, is equal to 10. So less than 10 we will write 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Now the cumulative frequencies you received in the question, like for less than 10, means 0 to 10 is equal to 7. And the next step, less than 20, means for 0 to 20 value is given as 24. It means for 0 to 10 which is equal to 7 is already included in it, in this 24. So how you will get the value for this 10 to 20? Deduct 24 minus 7. In this case we will deduct above frequencies. Whenever we will convert the data of less than case into proper cumulative frequencies, what will be the way? Deduct the above frequencies from all the values. Like for less than 10, it is 7. So what will be the procedure? 7 minus 0, it is equal to 7 only. It itself will be 7. 24 minus 7, which is equal to 17. 44 minus 24 is equal to 20. 58 minus 44 is equal to 14. 62 minus 58 is equal to 4. You can check, when you will do the totaling of all these values, the summation will come as 62. you can do cross verification by yourself. The last value of the cumulative frequency and the total of all the frequencies will be same. It means you have done properly the valuation of the data. This is a kind of less than cumulative frequencies. Now the next is more than cumulative frequency series, in which you will get the addition of next values of the series or the next frequencies of the series. In this form you will get the data more than 0, more than 100, more than 200, more than 300. This data I am taking just on assumption basis. In this form you will get the data in which you will get cumulative frequencies. But in the case of more than, we will deduct the next one class interval opposite CF, means cumulative frequencies. This is a case of more than 0. So what we will write now, what will be the corrected X? That is, more than 0 will be written as what? 0 to 300 or 0 to 100? First of all, find the gap between all the class intervals. What you are getting, more than 0, more than 100, more than 200 means the gap of 100 in all the values. So what we will write for more than 0? 0 to 100 only. Next we will write 100 to 200. And next we will write 200 to 300. More than 300 will be written as 300 minus 400. Now what will be the frequencies? How you will find? Obviously we will change frequencies in this data. First is given as 100, which is for more than 0, means for 0 to 400 it is given as 100. So what will be the procedure? What will be the next step? Deduct the next frequencies, that is 100 minus 97. You will get the opposite corrected frequencies for the data. 100 minus 97 is equal to 3. 97 minus 84 is equal to 13. 84 minus 32 is equal to 52. 32 minus nothing, it means 0. 32 minus 0 is equal to 32. So when you will do the total of all these frequencies, which comes as 100, and the highest cumulative frequencies are always equal to the same value of the summation. It means you have done the correct valuation of your series. So this is a kind of less than cumulative frequency series and more than cumulative frequency series. We will continue with the next type of series in the next video. Till then, take care.